Hey guys, Coach Hisky and Coach Wetzler here with Extreme, and we just want to fill all of our athletes and coaches in on a new evaluation process that we as trainers in our doors have come up with, and just want to walk you through kind of what each category and means and what all goes into it.
Yeah, the reason we want to get these evaluation forms out to the players and the coaches and the trainers all fill out is that we kind of see where you yourself as the athlete see where you stand, where your coach sees that you stand, and where we as a trainer see you stand, and where you compare and see where your strengths and where your weaknesses and where you really need attack to improve your game.
Okay, so we'll keep this pretty short and sweet for you guys. We're just gonna walk you through what the form's gonna look like on your end when it gets sent out, and then I'll give you kind of a little inside look into what we see on our end. So, obviously, pretty self-explanatory in the beginning. Just fill out your team name if you're an athlete or a family member of that athlete that's filling it out for your player. Team name, athlete name. I'll keep it pretty generic with how I'm filling out the answers. I really just want to walk you guys through the categories here. So first one, it's really an evaluation of the weight room. So your power and strength score, mobility score, agility and speed score. I'll let Jeff speak on these a little bit more since he's the head of our strength department over there. But yeah, just kind of some of them are self-explanatory, but if you got anything to add in any detail on those.
No, they're very easy. Power and strength kind of compared to how heavy you're able to lift and how quick you're able to lift the weight. Mobility, how well you move. Are you a pretty flexible athlete? You have good mobility through all your range of motion of the lifts like squat, deadlift, bench, overhead press, whatever it may be. And then your agility speed score, kind of looking at sprint. Are you a quick twitch athlete? Are able to be quick change of direction? And that could also be like broad jump and our vertical jump and stuff as well.
Okay. These are the ones that probably need a little bit of explaining, and the reason why we're doing this for the most part is our intangibles score. So our intangibles are basically just things that you don't necessarily see on the field of play or in the weight room necessarily. It's a lot about attitude, a lot about what kind of teammate somebody is, what their work habits are like, how do they influence their team, essentially. This is how you add value outside of just the core skills, the core 5 tools that we all know, right? So there is a little bit of difference as we go through these. So teammate influence, pretty self-explanatory here. Do you make your teammates around you better? Do you feel like you're a positive influence, or do you bring the rest of the group down and kind of help them lose focus as we go through a training session? Motivation. Does the athlete desire to work? Is the athlete constantly seeking out opportunities to get into our facility and put in the time? Okay, work ethic. It's a little bit different in our minds. Does the athlete work hard at the things he is supposed to? Right. So everybody knows that there are strengths and weaknesses to somebody's game. Does that athlete put in the time in the right areas, the things that they really need to improve in, or is the athlete just going in and doing something that he's comfortable with? Is he just constantly setting up fastball machine and hitting 55-mile-an-hour fastballs as hard as he can? It's one thing to get in here, okay, but it's another thing to challenge yourself, and that kind of goes hand in hand with our intent and willingness to fail. These are 2 really important and underrated tools in our minds. We want to see failure in here, and we want to see athletes who are willing to fail so that they can succeed during the season. Okay, and then after that, we'll go into our core skill areas. So defense, offense, arm strength. We kind of combined all 5 tools into 3 categories here. Obviously, in the offensive side of things, there are the hit for power and then hit for contact tools that we combined into one here. And then defensively and arm strength wise, those speak for themselves. And then here's another one that we just threw in there: nutrition needs. We've provided some education to our guys on the nutritional side of things. They should know if they need to gain, if they need to lose, if they're in a pretty good spot. Maybe they just need to transition their body composition and maintain weight. So we have 3 options there for you. And then this would give you an estimated score here at the bottom on a scale of 1 to 100. So essentially, you're just rating where you see your athlete match up on a percentile scale. So if you take 100 athletes in the country, are they in the top 25%? Are they right there at 50th percent? Are they down towards the bottom? And as you guys fill that out, we'll start to get some of your feedback, see where you guys think as coaches your athletes are at, and where players and families where you think you're at as an athlete. And we will have our end of things here. As you see, this is our Excel spreadsheet. We've done some sample athletes. We won't share any of the names as we send these out. But we just have kind of all designed out or all mapped out in a spreadsheet here. Each one spits out a little percentile score in each area. This is our opinion. So this is our side of things as trainers. We're around these athletes. Maybe not as much as the coaches, but everybody has their input on things around here on how they see it. So you got anything to add there?
No, it's time to be real with yourself. All right. When you filling out these forms, don't fill it out with what you think that we as trainers or as coaches want to see. So we obviously want to see everybody with above average work ethic and all that. But time to be real with yourself and just kind of be a little eye-opening for you. If there's a spot in your game or in your training that you're lacking, be real and be honest with yourself so we can see it here so we can make a plan for you to help you be successful.
Yeah, so what you can expect going forward from this is you will be sent this over the weekend leading into Thanksgiving. You have that whole week of Thanksgiving off, and we expect you guys to fill these out, and then you can expect sometime in December to have some one-on-one meetings with maybe a trainer that you're around a lot, or maybe your coach, and we can all get on the same page and really attack these peak training months that we're going into with the right mindset and make sure that we're all on the same page and can work together with your personal plan.